Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Texas Art Channels coming at you with a new video, and today we're gonna be giving an honest review over my experience on owning a Keltec sub2000. Uh, this is the second generation. As you can see, it has the Picatinny rails on top and bottom. There's a couple of upgrades on here that I have added. Let's see, I did the mcarbo. Well, as you can see, first of all, that the gun is clear, there's nothing in the chamber. I did the mcarbo charging handle. It has the I think I put the what is that thing called, something for a recoil. uh you guys don't really know that these don't, I mean, it's a 9mm, so technically it doesn't have almost little to no recoil, but since it is a huge chunk of metal on the let's see, on the bolt carrier group, it helps a little bit to reduce a little bit of the kickback that you feel, really. Let's see, one of these, not too sure, like I said, I'll put the actual name of it in the description of the video. I really haven't shot it without it to see if it's really something noticeable that you can say that it will be worth the buying, but I think it was only like a couple dollars, maybe. I think the most it was maybe about $5 on their website, something like that. Here's a up close picture of the charging handle. It is weighted, it's metal, solid. They have a skeletonized one where there's nothing, it's hollow in the middle. It's a little bit less lighter than this one, but I think after I put this, and basically the weight of the gun actually evened out, because if you put your regular charging handle back on, the front of it's a little bit heavier than the rear. So I feel using this really kind of gave me a little bit more of that help to, keep the gun a little bit more equal in weight, if you say. But yeah, also besides that, I have done the let's see, I did the, let me go ahead and try to get this sucker back on. It's always let me go off camera a little bit. It's always a pain in the butt to get this thing to go back on there for most of y'all guys that own one. And when it comes down to cleaning, I kind of know what it takes to get this on there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, took me a little bit. Basically what I have done here is like I said, I did the whole mcarbo upgrade. Charging handle, I did the flat trigger, I did the spring kits, the whole spring kit inside. It's a way less let's see, well, I gotta drop the bolt carrier. It's a way lighter, crisper trigger brake on there, because the original one had a lot of take up compared to this one. There goes the recent and release. Like I said, the trigger feels 100 times better with the mcarbo spring kit. If you own a Keltec, man, I suggest you really get your hands on that spring kit. You really don't need to get the screws that they sell you. I end up getting them, but I don't know if mine were defective or not. But I know on the top one and on this bottom one, I kept the original ones, because the ones that I got from mcarbo were a little bit messed up. So there's a couple of mcarbo, and then, like I said, these two are the original ones. I used the original screws and everything too. I also did the aluminum guard, the trigger guard. That's the one that you take apart to fold the gun in half. You can see this carbine does fold in half. It's basically a trunk gun, or you can even throw this in your backpack. That's how I usually take this to the gun range. Just break it in half, throw it in my backpack. I get a Happy Stick from Glock, because this is the one that feeds off the Glock magazine. I don't have my Glock mag with me. I used a 33 rounder. Man, it's pretty fun when you have that. You have your let's see, your sights. You can get the flip up sights from mcarbo as well. I think these are plastic. The mcarbo ones are aluminum, and you can bend them back and forth. That's a pretty cool feature about them. As you can see, I am running a muzzle brake, again the ASR mount for my hybrid. I'll probably throw in a video, or I'll show you a video whenever I'm at the range, because unfortunately I'm still waiting for my paperwork. They're saying about maybe a year. We were hoping to get my paperwork back sometime in this month, March, but they said they've seen a lot of paperwork come back as a little bit over a year. So keep our finger crossed that we get that paperwork soon enough for my tax stamp, and we can throw a little bit more of those suppressor videos on there. So yeah, like I said, I put the muzzle brake. With the muzzle brake, it feels a little bit better too. Like I said, this gun really doesn't have that much of a recoil or anything, but it's a nice little add-on to put on your Keltec. The light's a little bit bad, but it is a muzzle brake. It's from Silent Co. Let's see, what else have I done to this? I think that's about it. I ran about maybe I'd say a good 500 rounds. I used the standard white box Winchester ammo, the range pack. I ran what else have I ran through this? I ran this Aguilas, what is it, 147 grain for my I guess subsonic ammo. You can say it's not technically subsonic, because I found 158 grain on the boxes actually inscribed with the subsonic. The 147 grain is just a heavier load, but man, this with the 147 grain and my my hybrid, man, this thing is quiet. The only thing that sucks, since your face is like right about where the charging handle is, and you got your injection port going out this way, you do get a lot of gas or blowback to your face. So that's the only kind of downside of suppressing this thing. Also, when you cheek the gun, when you're aiming, your cheek actually sits on this part, and sometimes if you have beard, your hairs will probably get caught up on this. It kind of sucks. It has done it to me. It's pulled a couple cheek hair. mcarbo, and I forgot what else company that makes parts for these. So you a silicone, I think, tube that you can put on top of this, so it can kind of feel a little bit better and fill up the gap between the castle nut and just the pure metal, the tube where the bolt carrier rides. There's a couple of different versions of this one. Like I said, you can get the mag. This is the one that takes the Glock 17 mags. So with that being said, you cannot run the Glock 19 mags, because I think the Glock 19 mags are a tad shorter than the 17s. This is a longer pistol grip. So, I mean, I think this one's fair enough. As you can see, my pinky doesn't fall off. The mag well, it stays in there so nice. Like I said, they got the 17 version, they got the 19 version. Actually, where does it say? Right there. Glock 1722 mags. You can see Keltec sub2000. They got one that runs off the Beretta mags. You can get one with the Smith & Wesson mags. You can get this in a 40 and a 9mm. Like I said, this one is the 9mm. Let's see, what else can you get for this? There's a couple of things out there for these. Like I said, this was just a mess around toy. You can find these at most gun stores for about, I think I got mine for 370, something like that, brand new. But they say as soon as, you know, these hit the shelf, they're gone because they're so cheap. And so, you know, you're using your Glock mag, so if you have a Glock, you can just throw in your mags and then have fun with it. Let me get one of my Glock mags that are still brand new in the box. These are the ones that I'll say you can use. This one's, I still haven't opened this one. Primary Arms sometimes runs the sale on mags. Keep a lookout. These were 50 bucks. These are originally 50 bucks, at least through Primary Arms website. I got these for I think like 30 bucks on sale. I picked up 3 of them. I really haven't used these because this is the FDE ones, and then, you know, suppressing this gets the mags really dirty, so I'll just stick to the black one. Like I said, I'm not too sure where I left it, but overall I'll say that it is good for the money. You know, I haven't really had any malfunctions with it. Like I said, I ran about maybe 500 rounds, had no issues whatsoever. It has held up pretty good. I clean it. I had only cleaned this thing like twice, man. I barely cleaned it last time I went to the range because, like I said, shooting suppressed dirties up the gun pretty bad if you ever shot one suppressed. But rather than that, they got a couple different handguards for it. The only thing that sucks is mounting optics, because for the fact that when you put your optic here, you can't technically fold the gun with an optic, because then your gun is gonna be like this. Midway Industry sells you a mount where your red dot tilts 45 degrees as you close the gun, so it comes off from the sides of here. It comes up and makes basically like an L. It's basically like this, and your mount, like I said, sits on top. I think it runs for like 140 bucks, something like that, on Midway. But I heard mixed reviews about it, so that's why I haven't picked one up. But I put on and off the red dot, so I have no problem with that. Just carry my Ellie wrench, take it on and off. But rather than that, like I said, I'll try to get some videos of it shooting it suppressed with my hybrid. Make sure I throw it on at the end of the video, so yeah, I can have a sound of what it sounds like. But yeah, if you got any questions, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. Barely starting on my channel again. Like I said, I was pretty busy back then. That's why I haven't uploaded no videos. But I'll take y'all to the range one day. Get some couple clips of this being suppressed with the 147 grain and the 115 grains. Y'all hear the difference, how they sound and all that. So like I said, leave your comment what you think about it, if you own one, if you had any problems with one. I would like to see what other people experience with these. But I'll see you guys in the next video.